This week's episode of The Grid is sponsored by MPix. Shoot today, upload tonight, we ship tomorrow. Manfrotto, imagine more. On One Software, software that gets you back to shooting. Adorama, more than a camera store. Tiffin, helping create the world's greatest images. Peach Pit Press, publishers of technology books, ebooks, and videos for creative people. Epson, exceed your vision. Expo Imaging, Rogue Flash Benders for speedlight enthusiasts. Nix Software, photography first. And B&H Photo, the professional source.
Well, hi, everybody, and welcome to another live episode of The Grid. Well, my name is Scott Kelby, but I'm not alone. Because with me is a man unlike any other man.
Come on, introduce me like you practiced before.
He's ambidextrous.
Come on.
He's multi-breasted.
Keep going.
The flatulent, the cross-dressing. Please welcome.
There we go.
Mr. Matt Klaskowski.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Hey, man, we haven't been on a show together in
I know.
I don't know how long it's been, but it feels like it's been a while.
I know, it's been a while. We've both been traveling out with our respective tours and stuff. But you know what? The fact that I'm here and the fact that Matt's here, it's all, nice. But we have huge news.
Huge?
Huge, crazy news. Are you ready for this? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Frenchie's back. Dun, da, da. Frenchie's back. So how was France?
Lovely.
Was it? It's great this time
still
of year,
French?
isn't it?
Absolutely. It looks a lot like my living room.
You know what I don't understand about French?
What?
Not a word. I don't speak any French at all. I can order like
Cheese.
ham and cheese sandwich.
Cheese.
La fromage, yes. La
Le petit
I know,
fromage.
oui.
Well,
I can
Nancy,
order the tiny cheese.
Pete tried as hard as any man could to fill your shoes.
I heard.
Did you see any of those shows?
Huh?
Did you see any of those things?
I saw
Does
the
it air in
first
France?
one. And I got
some
quite
of it
a
was
few
like spit your
messages from
drink out
people.
funny when you saw them.
Everyone, thank you, Pete, so much for covering for me. And everyone really enjoyed him. And they were very happy to see him go. No, I'm teasing. I'm kidding.
I heard him here. Oh, there he is. There he is.
So you know what? I got a real quick shout out if I can, because it's been
Oh, of course,
a while.
please.
Shout
please,
it out.
Shout.
I got to give my shout out. Now, as you people know, I play this game. It's called Please Stay Calm, and it's a real location-based zombie game. And I just want to say congratulations to my safe house, Algiers Point, for winning the first ever Apocalyptics. And I also want to say hi to Zombie Ninja, who is a member of my safe house and an avid Grid viewer. So, yo. And that's it.
Wow.
Nancy, we will never get that 30 seconds back.
I know. But you know what? That
All
made
right.
him happy.
In that case, if we're going to give shout outs like that, so I want to give shout out to RC because last week in Call of Duty, we were on Oasis and we were playing Domination, and I was trying to take the flag on B. And I'm running for it, and a guy comes out of the stairway.
Oh yeah, dude, they
guy
get
comes
you there
right
all
out
the time.
there, and he's got like a P90, and I forget what I was trying to get some challenge, so I only had my grenade launcher, and RC killed the guy right before I got there. So
Isn't that awesome?
Yet another 30 seconds that we cannot get back.
I'm stalling for Matt here. Hey, couple big
we're
things.
gonna take a break. I can
hold
tell
I
on.
us.
just wanted to say something to the audience really quickly. I had to change the background on the live blog if you're following along. So if you can't see the live blog, just hit refresh, and then the proper background will show up, and then you can see. And that's it.
There we go.
Wow. Well, good to have you back, Frenchie.
It's great to be back. I missed you guys.
Love you in Greece. You were
Nancy,
great.
do you watch
Summer Lovin' had me a blast. Yes.
Do you watch what's that? Do you watch The Walking Dead?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. And the comic book
Don't-
is awesome.
I didn't know there was a comic
Oh,
book.
yeah, it's based on a comic
I'm like
book.
about halfway through the first season.
If you want, because I have like the first 8 graphic novels, so if you're ever
I don't read.
interested,
All right.
it's really
All right.
awesome.
We have a couple of quick housekeeping things here, and then we're going to have to get to the show. First off, we have announced the official dates of my worldwide photo walk. It is going to be Saturday, October 13th. So I hope that you will come and join us. Go to worldwidephotowalk.com. www.gridlive.com. We already have 314 walks, and we have hundreds of walks that are literally pending approval. I think the number I saw earlier today was 455 more cities that are waiting to be approved. And so if you have applied and you keep sending me things on Twitter that say, why isn't my thing approved yet? We've got a lot to approve. And you have to read your whole thing and look through everything and then make sure there's not one in your city. It's quite a process, believe me. So we're doing this as quickly as we can. So we hope you'll join us. It'll be a lot of fun. It's the world's largest photo event. Also, the T-shirts are now available.
Where are you doing your photo walk?
My photo walk, oh, thank you for asking, Matt. That's unusual that you would do that. My photo walk is in Paris, France. I'm actually going to be on vacation in Paris. And my wife said, why don't we do your Paris walk? Why don't you do your walk in Paris? And so there it is.
I'll do it.
There it is. That's right. I'm going to be doing it. So I'm very excited to
I
be
thought
in
I was
Paris.
cool the other year when I got to do mine in San Francisco.
My friend Serge is going to come with me. So it's very, very good. Yeah.
I like Serge.
All right. A couple other things. I am going to. Oh, I'm on the road. I've got a seminar. I have a seminar coming up in. Where am I at? You're
in Sacramento.
Sacramento on next Wednesday, a week from today. I'm in Sacramento on August 22nd. Thank you for pointing a little pointer there. I'll be in Denver, Colorado on the 29th. So I hope you'll come out and catch my Photoshop for Photographers tour. I've been having a lot of fun with this tour. It's really going over well. I'm very excited with how it's going, and people are being. Oh, and apparently I'm in Arlington, Texas. No, I think RC's doing Arlington, Texas. I believe that is RC on September 14th, and then one of us will be in October. You had Restart Your Machine?
I did.
Okay. So,
but I saw McNally's in Miami and
that's right, Joe McNally's
Portland
tour.
On there. I saw Joe on there. I'll be doing the Lightroom seminar.
Where are you next?
I am in Seattle next Friday.
Ooh, go to 24th. Seattle. Great.
And St. Louis on September 11th, Kansas City September 12th, and I have Orlando, Florida. I love that. You know why?
Because you can drive to it.
Because I can drive to it.
No airplane flight for that one.
So
go to KelbyTrainingLive.com and you can find all that stuff out. Hey, we're going to give away tickets to any one of these cities that we just mentioned, including Joe McNally's tour. So Joe will be down in Miami and then
Portland.
So both of those cities coming up. If you are interested in going to any of these and spending a fun day, do that. Go to that site. All right. Next is, speaking of Joe McNally. Joe just released a brand new class, and people are losing their mind. I've had people say this is the whole reason. This is worth a whole year at Kelby Training to see his dancers.
I love it when people say that too.
Beautiful light. Yeah, it's Joe's class. If you're a Kelby Training subscriber, go. If you're not, it's worth joining Kelby Training just to see his class. You can join for a whole month for $24.99 or a whole year for $1.99. And by $1, I mean $199. But anyway, it's just an incredible class. He does some amazing things, and people have just been absolutely over the top about it. So make sure you catch that as well. We're going to give away my brand new Photoshop CS6 book today. So Nancy, you got that?
Photoshop CS6
We're giving my CS6 book away. We are giving a ticket to any one of Matt's, my, or Joe's seminar. They just have to tell you which seminar they want to go to. Okay. Here is my CS6 book for digital photographers. Matt is holding it amply here.
But
there it is. So it just came out recently. So we're going to be giving out that and a full conference pass to Photoshop World Las Vegas. So that's coming up. It's the world's largest photo event. Not photo event. Photoshop event. And we have a ton of photography training as well. We have full tracks devoted just to photography, and all the big names are there, including people like Joe McNally and Frank Duerhoff and Jay Maisel,
Joel Grimes,
Moose Peterson. Well, there you go. You can see who's there right there. RC, Dave Cross, Dave Black, bunch of people. Cliff Mountner, he's fantastic.
Yep.
Rich Harrington's there for video. Rod Harnum with video.
Jeremy Coward.
Adobe
Barker,
people. Yeah, all Adobe people. Lots of Adobe people. And Nancy, you'll be there. You're raising your hand. What did you say? You need to go to the restroom?
No. I will be there, but I wanted to say two things really quickly. For the giveaway for either Matt Scott or Joe's seminar, if you go to Kelby Training Live really quickly, if you guys want to win and find out which location you want to go to, I'm just getting them prepared now so they know which one they can go to, the one that's nearest them. And the hashtag is #TheGridLive if you want to interact with us on Twitter. And that's it.
Awesome.
Wow. Awesome. All right. Last, we got a contest. How would you like to win a free Epson printer? Like an R3000?
Oh, I would love an R3000.
I would like an R3000.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got one. But if I didn't already have one, I sure would love another one. Okay, so go to kelbytraining.com for your chance to win a photo R3000. Go to kelbytraining.com/Epson, and there is the contest. It's free to enter, and it does 13 by 19 prints and all. It's
that's the I think that's the printer that Dan from Epson and Josh
used from their class.
From Nick did in their the art of black and white printing class. So it was nice. They had some killer prints from it.
There you go. Lastly, go to my blog, scottkelby.com. Great guest blog today, by the way. But besides that, I wanted to mention I did a list yesterday. So go back one day. List yesterday of all the ways in which in which we train people on Lightroom. So yeah, Tuesday's blog.
I like that list.
And look how many things we do. We have 16 things of the ways that we teach Lightroom 4. So if you're thinking, man, I wonder where to go to learn Lightroom 4, man, we got everything covered. And we also announced, I'm not going to say what it is, but we also announced a little secret thing that's in there that's getting a lot of buzz already. And then tomorrow on my blog is Free Stuff Thursday. Every Thursday, we give away free stuff on my blog. So if you like free stuff, go tomorrow. So that was last Thursday. And there was free stuff. And now there's this Thursday, and there's new free stuff. All right, So today is Blind Critique Day. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to be looking through your images and giving you some critiques. And Frenchie will still be here. Pete's here. We have an interesting story about Pete. While you were gone, Nancy, I don't know if you realize this, but Pete actually had a mountain biking accident, right? Got a concussion, had to go in the ambulance to the hospital, the whole 9 yards.
Oh my goodness!
And he hasn't been the same since. But
he's
here on the set
today. He lost like 2 hours of his life that he actually does not know what happened.
Yeah, he does not remember where he was. He woke up in an ambulance for a second and thought, "Oh, I'm dreaming." Went back to sleep. Woke up in a hospital, but he's okay. Everybody, he's okay. But
I just drool a little bit now.
He does drool a little bit now. But here's the interesting thing. The interesting thing is that he no longer can speak French or do a French accent, which is very sad.
Aww.
That's, it was a concussion, you lose some of your brain, and I don't think he had that much to lose. So, hey, when we come back, stick around for Blind Critiques. Don't go away. We'll be right back right here on The Grid.
I can't wait to do this again.
For more than 25 years, PeachPit has been home to the world's best authors and continues to publish the best books, ebooks, videos, and apps. Whether you're an aspiring or established photographer, PeachPit is here to help you learn new techniques and inspire your creativity. PeachPit, the future looks creative.
Hey everybody, we are back. Just want to thank our sponsors, MPix. So MPix is an online photo lab, a wonderful one at that. And you just upload your stuff by 11 o'clock. get your prints back the next day. They do everything. They have everything from framing, mounting, all kinds of stuff.
I did something different at MPix last week because they had the special going on. It was 50% off 4x6s.
I read the thing that you wrote about. That was brilliant.
And dude, the next day I had 200 4x6s at my house. My family was freaking out.
Where can they go read that? Because you had a very good. I read your article. Was it on your new
Matt
blog?
MattK.com.
Go to mattkay.com. And he's got a really, but it's, I mean, you're like, I'm going to go read about 4x6s. Dude, that was the most compelling thing. I read that and I'm like, I got to do this.
Well, it's a true story. It's how it happened. It was like, you know, I saw the ad. I'm like, oh, they're my friends. I want to help them out. And then I'm thinking, you know what? I need 4x6s.
Dude, I cannot tell you the last time I printed 4x6s, but
it was great, dude.
Go read Matt's thing. It's definitely worthwhile. Thanks to MPix for sponsoring the show. They're wonderful people, great quality stuff, great people, just really, really great all the way around. All right, blind critiques. So I want to just give you 15 seconds about how we do these. Our blind critiques, blind means that we don't look at your images.
We don't look at the photos.
But blind means is we're not going to mention your name unless you were dumb enough to leave your what you call it, watermark on there, and then you're telling everybody yourself. But I mean, you're not dumb. It's just you have watermarks, which are dumb. But anyway,
dumb critiques.
Dumb critiques. So then it becomes dumb critiques. No. So here's the thing. Everybody loves your work online. Everybody. Nobody says anything bad. They all love it. It's brilliant. You shoot a shot of your sneakers. It's inspired. Blah, blah. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you what we really feel. You asked us to critique it. We're going to give you our honest opinions. So we're not being mean, but this is one of the few times in life anyone will actually look at your work and tell you the truth because they're not a family member, they're not a friend, we don't know who you are.
And we figure by this point, if you're sending the photo in, we kind of figure you've already heard some good stuff about it.
Yeah, you think, hey, I must be pretty decent.
Know, and I know, like, when I show my work to somebody, I'm looking for the bad stuff because by the fact that it makes it in there kind of means, like, I think this is decent. I think it can hold up.
Yeah.
So tell me what's wrong with it. Tell me how to make it better.
Yeah. So you sent it in because you think, I'm pretty good.
Somebody said I like that photo at some point.
So what do you think? So we're just going to give you our straight shot on it. It's not being mean. And if you think, oh gosh, if they say something mean, I'm going to be upset at them. You know, this is a great time to go watch Cartoon Network. So anyway, here we go.
All right. So forgive me because I'm using the program I hate, which is Bridge.
The Bridge.
But.
All right.
Sometimes it's got to be done.
So here's our first image.
You want me to go through all 5?
Yeah, go through all 5 real quick, and there's one. There's one. There's one. There's one.
Back to the beginning.
Man, these are so wildly different.
Yeah.
So.
This is my least favorite.
Yeah, absolutely.
The clutter.
Well, there's all kinds of things going wrong. There's clutter. Her eyes are in shadows.
The eye sockets.
The eye sockets are really, really dark. And it's just kind of a messy shot, and she has a not very nice look on her face. She looks kind of either bored or aggravated. So that one I would just yank altogether. So this one is certainly nicer, and it has a little bit more of an editorial feel or commercial look to it. So I kind of like that aspect of it.
I actually kind of like this shot.
Yeah, normally you would say that there's way too much headroom. The only thing that's really distracting me is up in the right-hand corner where Matt is pointing right now is, they call that border patrol. We always talk about this, is people ignore the borders of the image and they just focus what you're looking at, but we all see a big red thing in the corner that we don't know why it's there.
And it's red, yes.
And,
it's like you can't miss it.
You would be able to fix this. You would be able to clone the one in the back, the lamp in the back to the front, and kind of you would be able to, with what's there, fix that and just remove that whole thing or recrop the photo.
Yeah.
Again, she doesn't have a great look on her face. You know, she doesn't really have a great, and there's some retouching things that I would do. Take a look at the vein on her hand. She's got a big giant vein on her hand and a big ball on her wrist and all, and normally you would get rid of those for sure. So, yeah, recropping might help. Unfortunately, you're gonna lose a little of the drama of the, But look how much better it looks without the distracting thing.
Yeah.
But so there's some retouching issues, and there's but overall not a bad shot. I kind of like this one too.
She was smiling a little bit more, but
yeah. So I like the hair and makeup here. I think from hair and makeup standpoint, it's kind of interesting. I would think the problem here is how bright her hands are. All right. So if your eye is drawn to the brightest thing in the photo, it shouldn't be her hands. So what you can do is actually sample, in Photoshop, you can sample her skin, another part of her skin, and paint over that on a layer set to color mode, and it would tone that back. Or you can even just use levels to tone her skin back, but their hands should not be that bright.
Sample from down here somewhere.
Right. And you know what? When I was on tour with my Light It, Shoot It, Retouch It, I would have to actually do this to one of the shots, because if the model would put her hand up, it would be bright.
It's closer to the light.
And people would actually say, "Are you going to fix that hand?" You know, so that's the only thing. The retouching seems to be pretty decent overall. You know what it is? It's just...
It's not a great location, and it's not a great subject.
It's not a great shot. It's just... you know what it is? It looks like a completely different photographer took this than took the studio ones. That looks, you know... the shadows are a little... It's a little flat on the shadow. You know, there's not much dimension. But here, it's just... This is almost kind of like a snapshot. Mm-hmm. So it's... And the next one is kind of good again.
Yeah.
I don't really tremendously like the shadows on her face, but now here's something that from a posing technique, there's way, way too much whites of her eyes. So she's looking way too far over to the side if you look at her eyes. And so when we're working in the studio with a model and you say, let's do a 3/4 look, they want to look over into that corner, but I want them to look over here. For that reason is and I'll even put my hand up and say, look over here, because I think especially newer models, people that are newer at modeling, they will look all the way over completely that way.
And that's what get all white.
And that's what gets you the white eyes, where they need, if you're the photographer, you at the camera position of the photographer, and you tell a model to do a 3/4 look, they're going to look in that corner. You really need them to look over here. You need to look at camera B.
You kind of... I think you kind of always want, and I mean, it's with all rules, they're made to be broken.
Of course.
I think you always want a little bit of white. You don't always have to have the person looking straight at the camera.
Right.
But if they're going to look off, you still want a little bit of white over there.
So that, other than that,
real
I
quick,
like your makeup and hair person.
Real quick though, so you mentioned the shadows on the face. So if we were to hone in on this one a little bit more. When you say shadows on the face, are you talking shadow here?
I'm talking about the shadows behind her fingers.
So right over here.
Yeah, but so the shadows overall, I think, could be a little softer. But you know what it is? It's the light doesn't seem to be impacting. It's just lit. You know what I mean? It's not lit badly, but it's not lit in an interesting way. It's just kind of lit. Not bad lighting. I wouldn't say, oh God, you made a terrible mistake.
Yeah.
But when you look at it, you don't go, wow, nice lighting. You just go, oh, okay. But good hair and makeup. And
I would darken that hand too.
Yeah, darken the hand too. But I guess the shadows aren't too harsh. It's just and I don't know what really you could do with. You know what you could do is put the hand on the other side of the face would have.
Yeah.
But
because the light's over here.
Yeah.
Right.
It's also very like, take a look. Her face is bright, right? But then her chest is the same brightness. You would ideally have it fall off. Look, can you do a little quick fall off, Matt? Just do a gradient.
Yeah.
So watch, Matt's going to actually darken from the bottom up using a gradient. All right, of course that's too much, but all right. Yeah, like that. Now just bring it back a little bit. There you go. There you go. Now, can you toggle that on and off?
Oh yeah.
Just to show them. Well, first hide the overlay so it's less obvious. All right, now toggle it on and off. Why aren't we seeing it?
I don't know.
Oh, there you go. Hit the overlay. All right.
Come on.
Now toggle it on and off. See, that makes a difference. That makes a huge difference. And you're thinking, that's a little thing. But you know, in photography, it's all little things.
Yeah.
There you go. But overall, not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. I mean, just the studio stuff looks good. The location stuff needs a bit of something.
Yeah. All right. Next up. I mean, yeah. Let's go through them, actually.
Okay, we'll go through them first, yeah.
Flower.
Horses in the fog. All right. This is a nice shot. I mean, it's not... I really can't say anything bad about it. Unfortunately, you could make this a lot stronger by getting rid of the reeds right in front of her face. there's some reeds or leaves or whatever it is right in front of her face, right in there.
Yeah.
If you got rid of those, I think it would make it much stronger. And also, I would go into Photoshop and cheat and make her a little bit brighter. Because she's almost like a little bit lost in there, and she obviously is what the subject is. She's the subject. And she kind of blends in a little bit too much. And so Matt is going to go in here real quick inside of Camera Raw, bring her out a little bit. There you go. And maybe a little bit more, and maybe add a little contrast while you're there. Just a little touch. There we go. And so turn that on and off. Just, yeah, bring her out a little bit. And, but.
It's a nice photo.
Yeah, it's okay.
Eh.
Yeah. Let me put it this way. Not real hard to take a good shot of a flower. Flowers are beautiful by nature, but you know what? If I was going to take this shot, and you're going to do all the Photoshop work that you did to it with a big round vignette and all that kind of stuff, and you're going to put your logo over and all, you might as well get rid of those little dots. See the little dots at the bottom?
Yeah.
Get rid of those.
Yeah, you're obviously not afraid to do Photoshop work.
Right. So while you're there, you know, make the flower look great. I would never show a flower without retouching some of that stuff away. So it's going to do a flower. The horse shot.
I like this one.
That's nice.
Just guys, yeah.
Yeah, it's got, you know what it is? I love shots with atmosphere, any kind of atmospheric effect. So I like that. And this looks like a snapshot of your kid. And that looks like a snapshot you took on the street. So they're not bad, not a bad photographer.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, now, hey, is
we
Brad
don't have
here?
Brad here.
Oh, where's Brad? I don't know where he went. So, because Brad is a full-time professional concert photographer. So,
we thought we'd, Brad, if you're listening, you know come in here.
I like all of these. You know what it is? Brad always says, and when he was talking about judging photos, is look for a moment of like emotion or action, and this guy did a pretty good job with it.
I like that one.
Right? That one I love. That's my favorite.
I like that one.
This one's good. The headstock of the guitar is kind of cut off, which is a little unfortunate, but still a reasonable moment.
That's my least favorite.
That's my least favorite too.
It's like, am I handing it to somebody? Am I throwing it? Did I lose it?
Yeah. So that I think is a really cool shot.
One too.
I like that one, and so yeah, there's some good shots there. I think this guy's pretty good.
Yeah. All right, let's see here. This stuff's neat too. I remember seeing.
Yeah, this looks pretty good. Okay, so this one I think this is a shot that has tremendous potential. I think it's actually a good shot, but if you look, can you zoom in any? Can you get a little bigger on the screen there? Can you zoom?
Well, this is bridge, so.
Apparently not.
As you know,
bridge is bridge.
Bridge is bridge, so. There we go.
All right, so zoom into her hair and stuff. All right, so this is the only place where it's from. This is a retouching thing because I think the shot's actually very good. But what would look great right here is a very even hair, which would require you to pick up one area, put it up on its own layer, and repeat it again and again to where it looks like a very even across there. Like if you saw this on the cover of a magazine, that hair would be spot on. Mm-hmm. You would see one repeating thing. It should, you know, in other words, there's like hair going to the left and like hair, you know what I mean? The hair's not uniform.
Yeah.
If the hair was uniform, I would love this shot. It's a good shot. I like it. And I love the hair and makeup stuff is great. I like the way it's wrapped around her neck and all that kind of stuff. Overall, I like the shot. Mm-hmm. The hair needs a little retouching, but good. Not bad.
Corpse looking,
a little Twilight look. But I mean, if you're going for that look, then it's okay.
Yeah.
If you're going for that look, there's an arrow on her cheek that I think that's a joke, Matt. There we go. Whoop! Now it moved. Now it moved. It's moving. It's a bug. No, but not bad. I don't like the lighting. But I like the concept because look at the ground. Look how bright.
It's so. I can't open it in.
Oh, come on.
Camera, of course, but.
Can you I duplicate the layer, go to multiply mode, and just paint over that?
I was gonna grab the. The old Bernie.
Yeah, darken that ground a lot.
Burn in. We do this. We would do this before with the. With that gradient tool, we would have brought a gradient up.
But can you just toggle that on and off? Just toggle that. I mean, 5-second change makes a big difference in the photo. There's no reason to light the ground. Also, the back wall I think could come back a little bit too. But I like the concept. Like I like that you're outdoors and you built these walls and you got all this stuff hanging.
Yeah, it's a neat photo. It's just like you said, I think.
Yeah, it just needs a little
dodging and burning. I think would do tremendous amount. You could add so much more mood and drama to it.
Yeah.
All right. You know what would have been cool if those lights were on or something.
You
like
can turn the lights on.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think about this shot.
I guess if it's
cool.
that high fashion-y type of a look.
But you know what? It's. I don't think the subject has the right look for that hair.
Yeah.
Right? Because that doesn't look. That looks like a high school teenager standing behind a block of hair. It doesn't. You have to have a certain look to pull it off. Like for example, I have
You
that
could
look.
easily pull that off.
I could do that so well, and if I straighten my hair, it looks just like that. I think I could easily pull that off. But overall, not bad. I really like the first two, the first three. But I mean, this is a pretty good photographer. They're on their way, so they're doing good. Creepy.
That is creepy.
Doggy. Creepy.
Creepy.
Flowery.
This person's all over the place.
Okay, I like creepy.
There's.
I'm not sure what it is, but I kind of like it. It's mysterious and.
It's like a good movie poster type of thing going on. That's a snapshot of a dog.
This I like. It's kind of interesting. I like the post-processing. It's kind of a cool shot. I like that one overall. Now, it looks much different, and I don't know what you guys are seeing at home. It depends on your monitor. On Matt's MacBook Pro that I'm looking at here, where it looks really, really good. When I look at the one there's a glow around his whole head. When I look on our big monitor here in the studio, and I don't know. I think if you want to be able to separate him from the background, you almost need that glow.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with this shot. I think it's kind of cool. This is bad.
Get rid of that one.
That's got to go.
This is your first time tuning in?
Yep, that's got to go.
We're not big on flowery type of shots.
No, I saw somebody posted a flower on Google Plus the other day, and they were like, "Oh, they don't like flowers," and I love the shot. It was beautiful. So I've
seen many good flower photos. It's got to be exceptional.
Yeah, because flowers are so beautiful in nature, and there are so many amazing flower shots. If you're going to take one, it better be like a killer flower shot.
That's not exceptional.
That's like I walked by and look, click.
All right. Next up, we got bad light.
Bad light.
Worse light. Still not good light. Bad light. And bad light.
Okay.
So as we go through the photos, even if there was good light, might be.
Well, here's the thing. If you took those with your cell phone camera, they would look almost identical. There's nothing, you didn't do anything to make it look good that you would really have to do. You didn't get up early to shoot in good light. You didn't wait till sunset. You didn't come up with an interesting composition. It almost looks like it's supposed to be a pano or something.
It almost does look, but it's not.
But it's not. But it's just.
And you know what? If you're going to shoot.
Yeah,
if you're going to shoot out, I mean, that's not the problem with these photos. But if you're going to shoot outdoors and landscapes, it's not a rule, but it seems to be coming, to me, more and more landscapes look good wide. There's just something about.
Yeah. No, well, that's because you're seeing a wide view. When you shoot a vertical landscape, and now there's of course
exceptions.
You're looking at this beautiful view. You want people to share this, and you said, nope, let's just look at this little sliver. And so it's.
So this is just a personal something that's happened to me over the years. Years ago, I used to abide by the saying, which is when do you shoot a vertical right after you shoot a horizontal.
Yeah.
And you know what? I purposely don't do that anymore because I just know that my personal taste is I just don't really care for verticals.
Do you know why I shoot wide 95% of the time?
Because it looks better online.
Because 95% of my work goes online, and if you do a tall shot, it's this big. It literally is this big online. When you do a wide shot, it's this big online. You lose tremendous impact.
Now the downside of that, sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to just zoom over to Nancy real quick. Nancy, I look over to you, and I kid you not, Nancy is sitting there shaking her head. Like, what the?
Somebody write something.
Love you guys.
What'd they write?
I'm just reading these comments.
What'd they say?
Oh, I don't know. All right. There's an FAQ. If you scroll down, because I guess for some viewers the feed is going in and out. Read the FAQ. There's a very good chance that if you're watching from work, your IT team has probably blocked the video port. And yeah, there's just, it's and then there's something, I think someone, if you're seeing commercials, because someone is complaining about commercials a lot, if you're seeing commercials, go to kelbytv.com/thegrid and watch from there, because there's no commercials. I just don't know.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How would they know that you just said that if they're watching commercials?
Well, I'm guessing there's some kind of, I think this feed runs on Ustream or something like that. And if you watch on Ustream, these commercials will pop up over the show.
Oh.
And they're just, and that's what's happening. And subscriptions are failing left and right. And commercials are popping up. And it's mass hysteria.
Okay. All right. So I just looked over there and I saw that and I thought, okay, a couple things really quickly. So landscape person, let me just sum it up with this way, is you're basically, and I don't want to be mean, but you're kind of taking cell phone pictures. I have got an iPhone, right? It takes actually pretty decent pictures. If I were to walk in the same place, held up my iPhone and went click, I would get the exact same photograph. Yeah. Your job as a serious photographer is to get a better shot than somebody would walk up and get with their cell phone. So
this next person.
And this next person?
This is it.
So here's where somebody, now the first shot is, it's not their killer. I think their other stuff is better.
It's not killer, but there's some execution going on here.
Yep.
There's F-22, F-16 because they got the sun star.
And you also, they shot at an f-stop that makes the sun more interesting. They got a nice reflection. They did it at a much better time of day. But look at the next one.
I'd go in here, by the way, I'd go in here and clean these
get
out.
rid of those three dots.
Get rid of the little flare things.
Yeah. So here's one where, it's, again, towards sunset.
Yeah.
But the composition is good. The light's good. It's an interesting subject. It's good.
Now, if I could, and I could say this to this person because I know this person has this filter. What would make this better to me is a longer exposure that some water might have come up and blurred some of that out. And I can say that because if I go to this photo, I know that they have that
filter.
So anyway, but over to this photo, this is not my favorite.
Yeah, that's not my favorite either.
Of all the ones.
Now, can you go back to something?
Yeah.
They did something very right here. And can you go to the next photo? They did something very right here, is they found an element to put in the foreground. For landscape shots, it's very important to have a foreground element, then the middle ground, which is the ocean, and then the background, which is the sky. It tells the whole story. Foreground, middle ground, background. If he would just miss those and start in the ocean, you just have middle ground and background, and it doesn't make the photo have as much depth.
Looks like you took a photo from a cruise ship.
Right. Now, can you do something, Matt?
Yeah.
Go back. Let me see this guy's photos real quick. That one.
There's one more and one here at the end.
Oh, I like that.
I do too.
All right, open that photo. Just open it in Photoshop.
Yeah.
Okay, hit open. Now, do me a favor. Go back to the guy you had just a moment ago. All right. And open one of his shots, that one. Do you not see the difference? And there are different locations, but in just the quality of the shot. And I'll bet you this guy didn't have any better camera than you did. But this guy, they have all the basics down of photography. Look where their horizon line is. Their horizon line isn't dead in the middle. There's no subject. See that shot? What's the subject? There isn't really a subject. Yeah. This guy's got a subject. And look at the horizon line. He got real low when he shot it. You see a beautiful reflection. You got beams in the sky. I mean, this shot's got a lot going for it. And that's very nice. And you look at the shot that Matt has on screen now, and it's like, what's different between driving by and grabbing your cell phone and just going click? So what I would recommend to the previous person is you really need to study landscape photography. We always say Jay Patel, Scott Jarvie. Go see some of these people that are really good, Trey Ratcliffe, that are really good at landscape photography. Bill Fortney. And when you see their images, you're like, wow, what's so different about theirs? I have the same camera they do. You didn't shoot when they shot, and you didn't do the things that they did, to get the shot. So it's with landscape photography, you have to, or travel photography, you have to be willing to do the things that make the shot happen. It's not so much about equipment. There are certain parts of photography where equipment is very, very important. Landscape photography you can do with the most inexpensive camera. You can get phenomenal landscape shots with your phone.
With inexpensive lenses too.
With very inexpensive lenses.
That fast glass, you see these, the 85-1.4 and the 70 to 200,
it's $2,200.
You're never shooting landscapes at 1.4 or
Nope.
2.8 apertures. You're never, f8 is the lowest that I would ever go, but most of the time it's f11, f16,
f11 or
like
higher.
that,
so you can get away with a very inexpensive lens. It's with landscape photography. It's really about finding a great landscape, which unfortunately our guy did not, and doing it and following the basics of landscape photography.
All right, next person.
Oh, I know where that is.
Travel.
That's good. I like that.
Is that
That's Hong Kong.
Hong Kong? I was gonna say it was a Chinese restaurant, but no.
Or a Chinese restaurant. That's nice. Kind of. I like panos. I'm a sucker for panos.
I love the clouds.
Yeah, very nice clouds and lots of different colors.
Yeah.
I like that shot.
It's kind of neat.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I might darken the
Yes,
background.
that's what I was going to say. I'd love to see him come out and the background go down.
You know what? You could do this in a heartbeat with Photoshop CS5 or CS6. Quick selection tool.
Yeah.
Bam, 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 bam,
Bam.
bam. Just like that. I'll even hit it with a little refined edge. I'm not even going to go too crazy with it like that. Inverse the selection. Oh, I should have feathered it a little, shouldn't I? Should I feather it a little? Just a hair.
Yeah, if you want.
And then inverse the selection and just hit like levels or curves. Something like that.
Yeah, and then go back and inverse the selection again.
And then hit it again.
And then hit it again with another curve to brighten him. But add some contrast too. I like to make an S curve.
Yeah. Just go up.
Yeah, now let's look at it before and after. Now it was a 15-second fix, but both of them.
Hey,
Oop.
hey.
So both layers.
Wait here, let's do this. Before, after.
Oh yeah. Also a recrop. Let's recrop it too while you're there. So some of these are stuff you can do in Photoshop. Some of them are compositional. Yeah.
On there.
You don't need that much wall. I think it's just a much stronger image. Yeah, very nice.
Cool. All right.
I like
That's
it.
neat.
You know what he does? He's got the foreground element, interesting subject, good composition. He got low, good clouds, nice wide lens.
Dramatic,
I like it.
yeah.
Very nicely. I like that. Now, you could, if you wanted to be technical, you could say, well, the horizon line's right in the middle, or almost in the middle. But I think it works for this picture. This picture has a lot of symmetry to it.
Yeah, this is one of those ones where you can break the rule. Because there's so much going on in all the different parts of the photo.
Moose Peterson shows this amazing shot of an eagle in flight, and it's dead in the middle of the photo. But you look at the photo and you go, man, that's where it belongs. I mean, sometimes it's so this photographer, I think they've got a lot of talent. Very good,
like his stuff.
all the way around. I like his stuff or her stuff. Wow, what a great cloud!
Wow, yeah.
I love the processing of the sky. I'm not as crazy about the processing of the ground. Matt's darkening it. There you go. And yeah, there you go. Tremendously better. But good shot, good photograph. I like the way it was taken, and it's got a lot of drama. It looks like maybe either it was shot as an infrared, which I don't think. I think the infrared effect was added.
It was done after.
Yeah, that's just my guess. I mean, it looks like it to me. And
it's just dead trees.
Yeah, dead trees don't make it.
Ooh, selective color.
Selective color.
All right. Here's the thing on selective color, because I do this on my Lightroom tour. So I show everybody the adjustment brush, and I show them all the cool things the adjustment brush can do. And then I stop, and then I say, all right, I'm about to show you something that should someone ask you to do, you're supposed to say no. And if they ask you to do it again, you still say no. If they ask you to do it a third time, you say okay. And I make it a joke because I'm about to show you something that I'm not proud of, and I show selective color. And here's the thing, it's photographers tend to make fun of it.
We hate it.
The general public out
Likes
there
it.
doesn't really. They're not at that hating point.
No, no. You will see a picture of a bride holding a bouquet. The bouquet's in color, and everybody loses their mind.
Yeah.
The public likes it, but if you're doing photography to show other photographers, don't include selective color.
Yeah. So, anyway, they're still just dead trees.
Yeah, dead trees. it's hard to make dead trees look good. We have one winner though.
Yeah, we do.
Shot. Little bit of editing.
All right, that's a good one. Number 10's my favorite so far. I'll just go through the photos. I like that.
I like that. Oh.
I mean,
it has a good
comedic,
comedic effect. He's kind of like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. It has personality. I kind of like the way it's lit. It could be a little more, edgy.
Processing. Yeah.
I like the processing. So here's the thing. It's an okay shot. It's a cute girl standing on a background with not very great lighting. You know what I mean? It's like there's not a shortage of cute girls, and there's not a shortage of bad lighting. So and look at how bright her arm is. Really on the left, her bare arm is very, very bright. But there's nothing to make you go, wow, great photo. She's a cute girl, but she's not amazing looking. She doesn't have a certain wow, she's unique, she's crazy, she's wild. Like earlier we saw the studio shot where there was wild makeup and it had its interest of its own. Just she's like, oh, somebody's daughter, she's very cute.
Yeah.
And it's kind of just a pedestrian looking. This is nice.
I like this.
You know what I would love about this one if that boat was gone? The boat on the left, Pete's going, yeah. Good. That boat on the left isn't helping this photo at all.
See, I kind of wish I could see a little bit more of the boat, but the boat doesn't bother me as much. Yeah. But you're right, the symmetry.
Yeah, but look
the
how
symmetry
strong
would
this
probably
photo would
look
be
pretty good.
If you could get rid of that boat, and it wouldn't be easy to do you'd have to work on it. Matt's going to try. You're going to try content-aware fill. You know what you're going to get?
I wasn't going to do content-aware fill. I was going to.
Oh, yeah, do it. Do it right in the middle. Do dead in the middle.
Huh? What?
Grab the center of the photo.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Watch this. He's going to flip it horizontally just to show you would see what the symmetry would look like. See? That would be a great photo right there, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Now, of course, it's been Jean Paul, but Jean Paul.
But you know what you could do then is you could grab your mask and you could probably take a brush.
Yeah.
I could bring in.
There you go. That's it.
And
that's it.
And now, I could get rid of. I could get rid of all that. And then do some cloning work up here.
Yes. This could be a really great picture.
But I like the photo. I like the colors. I like a lot about it.
I like it.
It'd be worth spending the time to get rid of that.
Yes, it would. Again, it's not a terrific subject. It's another cute girl.
It's it's a great senior portrait.
Yeah, it's a fine senior portrait. This just makes me laugh.
Funny.
It's kind of cute.
But
you have to like people throwing up to like this. That's like a really good shot of a spider. I kind of like this. I would darken the edges. A bigger vignette would be good. They have a vignette already on there, but yeah, bring it in a little. All right, and move the midpoint over. Ooh, that's too much. Yeah. That would help a little. Overall, it's okay. I like this one.
Cool.
Boy, some edgy lighting on this would have really made a nice difference, but I like the processing. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I just like the characters in there. But that's what we're talking about with quality of subject.
Yeah.
Great.
Yep.
It's making up for the lighting not being that great. The lighting isn't that great, but the subjects are so great that it carries the photo. So to take that to the next level, good lighting would have done it.
All right.
Not bad, though.
Number 12.
Let's just go through them.
Who, the Tampa Theater? If I had to guess, this person's from Tampa. I think this stuff is all in or around the Tampa Theater, isn't it?
I don't even know what that is.
It looks like it's architecture of interior. I mean, you know what's hard about this is you're kind of taking a picture of somebody else's art.
Yeah. But it's not a good picture of someone else's art, unfortunately.
And this
is nothing.
Getting ready for a play to start.
So this is not a bad photographer that is having a hard time picking interesting subjects.
Yeah.
So this is the person that has, I think, pretty good Photoshop skills. I think that you can tell that there's a quality to their photography. So they're not snapshots, right?
Yeah.
But they're not picking really interesting subjects. They're all kind of and that's not what you want. You don't want people to look at 5 of your shots and go,
Like this shot, I don't think it would be a great shot, but at night it would be a much better shot.
Yeah, with all
You
lit
got
and all.
the lights and everything like that. So,
But yeah,
all right.
just not bad. But I like that.
I want to go here and there.
I like that.
Oh, I want to
Ooh,
go
I like
there.
that.
when you
Oh,
make
I
me
like
want to go,
that.
is this
Oh.
Patagonia?
I don't know. Ooh. So, okay, can I say something about this? I wrote about this in my last book. Is when you look at mountain shots, how do we all see mountains? From on the ground. But when you get up like that and you're shooting across, it adds a whole different level of interest and depth and dimension. Now, you know what would help, I think, here is, can you open that up in Photoshop? And try the highlight slider.
Personal question, Scott.
Yes. Drag it to the left. I just want to see what it did for the clouds, because sometimes the clouds lose detail, and bringing the highlights back will help. Not tremendously in this. Now hit some clarity.
Well, here, let's see what let's see if
Shadow
highlights
this
does it.
way. It's starting to look milky. You know, shadow highlights can tend to make things. I just wanted to see you. It would take a little work, but overall, I think the 3 of these are really good, and 2 of them are okay.
I want to go here wherever he's made me want to go here.
And if he makes you want to go there,
it's a good thing.
Yep.
The only thing, and it's hard because I don't know the situation. Some of he's probably so high up that when the sun starts going behind the mountains, might not be the soft sunset time. And that's a problem when you're shooting up in the mountains, because if these are pretty harsh shadows.
Yeah, they are.
So the sun is still.
I mean, look at the sky though. It looks pretty blue. This looks like 3, 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah, so I love to know what this looked like when that sun started going down even
later,
further.
It could be fabulous.
Yeah,
or at sunrise, it could be fabulous.
I don't know if it's Patagonia. There's parts of it that looks like Patagonia, but it's but I've seen dramatic light on these mountains, and but like I said, you are up so high, it's hard because when the sun goes down.
But I still like them.
It could be 4 o'clock when the sun goes behind the mountain.
3 of the shots I think are really.
Oh
good
yeah,
there.
yeah, I'd love that stuff. I want to go to Patagonia bad.
I know.
That's
I know. I saw
next.
those pictures. Yeah. Nice. Nice. Interesting. Bad. Good. 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 Bad. No. Let's go back to the beginning. This is a nicely processed shot, but at the end of the day, it's not a majestic bird. It's not a fabulous bird. It's not a beautiful bird. You don't have a great shot of the bird's eye or anything. There are amazing bird shots out there. This isn't one of them. So it's just like a nice shot.
It's a nice,
I mean, it's nicely done. And the good processing. It's very cute little girl. I liked it. It kind of tells a story.
You know what it is though? It tells a story.
I want to see what it says.
She's saying welcome, and I got a feeling just from looking at that it's got a military perspective to it, or something.
But she's in a wagon. I don't know.
I don't know, but I want to see welcome.
Yeah, I want to see what's going on there. This is not bad. It looks like natural light coming in from a window. It's not bad. It's not killer, but it's not bad. I think it's just kind of an interesting shot. It looks very World War II M16, and boots and the old.
I think he's got the extended clip.
That's it.
On there.
It looks like it has an extended mag and an ACOG scope. No, and this one's hey, we're running out of time here.
Okay, next.
So not bad.
Decent, yeah. God, I hate the frames. Dead trees.
Car in the right light is just not a really interesting. You're showing a bunch of road in front that has nothing. I mean, like all the area in front of the car, it's not an interesting. This one has a little bit of a compositional problem. Not bad. I mean, at least you shot the car in. But if you take a look at the side of the car, there's a lot of junk in the side of the car, reflected. That's kind of nice.
I like the silhouette.
I don't like the. You know what I would have loved? All those bushes in the foreground to be gone.
Yeah.
That's not helping the shot at all. I love the silhouette and the, kind of a classic one.
That's a decent one.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's got a good look on there.
But look at the look on the musician's face. Brad would be like,
concentrate.
Well, yeah, he's just kind of looking at his neck. It's not like a great moment of anything. And this looks underlit.
Yeah, very
because
underlit.
The sky. So, like Jay Maisel says, if you have a photograph where there's text, your eye is immediately drawn, and you read the text instantly. But that part is not very well lit, and then the glasses are overlit.
So what this person could do is go look at Sky Vodka ads and go look at how they portray their bottle. And
they portray the bottle really nicely.
All right.
All right.
God, I hate the watermark. Why would you do that to your photo?
Because people, Lindsay, you don't have to worry about anybody stealing that photo. You can take that right off there. You're not going to see that popping up on the web.
Oh, good.
Or that one. Or that one. Or that one. Lindsay, you need to do away with that watermark.
So all taken in horrible light.
Yeah. So Lindsay, here's what you've got to hope for. You've got to hope. Take off the watermark and pray that Walmart or Exxon or some big company comes and steals your image and uses it for their annual report.
Yeah,
But Lindsay, I've got bad news.
Lindsay, you're just shooting in bad light.
Yeah, you're shooting in really bad light. Go back to the one before, right here. Right, one more, right here. This thing needs some post-processing like nothing I've ever seen. You shot it in just horrendous light, and we can't open it in Camera Raw to easily edit it, unfortunately.
And I'm not using Photoshop because I don't use Photoshop.
So there's nothing going on here. It's an unattractive.
It's just flat.
Now, if this was a really neat-looking thing, then you could say, well, the subject was so good you just shot it in bad light. It's a bad subject shot in bad light. Yeah, they're all pretty.
This is my favorite of all of them.
It actually is, but it's still.
It's not great light, right?
It's you know what it is? Like you cut the truck off. It's just, let me put it this way: if anybody in the world was walking by that scene with a cell phone camera, how would their shot look different? If I took my cell phone camera and went, oh, here comes a car and a truck, click, how would it really look any different than that? It really wouldn't. And so. That's probably not what you're going for, right? Is like cell phone quality.
All right, let's see. We can knock
Oh wait,
through this one.
we got a couple more, but we got to take a break. I got the international symbol for break. We're gonna take a short break. We come back. We're gonna be crushing more people's dreams in just a moment. Don't go away. Right here on the Grid.
Hi, my name's Joe McNally. For Kelby Training, I'm in Vancouver, British Columbia. In this class, we capture dancers in the air at the peak of their flight. We ask them to create their most important, their most powerful move, and I'm going to show you how to get that move and photograph it with big flash, small flash, from the simple to the complex. Here, I can show you right here. Here's Gilbert. He's an amazing dancer. He just did this fantastic leap, but he's not the best dancer we worked with. Here's the best dancer we worked with. Come check out my class, Dancers in Flight, Beautiful Light, at kelbytraining.com.
Hey, we're back. Scott Kelby here with Matt Kluskowski. We're doing blind critiques, and we're gonna. It's contest time, Nancy, because we're running out of time on the show. So we got a couple more critiques to look at. But before we do, Nancy, if you will tell us how we're gonna do our contest today, because we got lots of great prizes.
Real quick, Nancy, is there like Xbox ads or Transformers ads running through the breaks or something?
Transformers ads?
Is there something like
I don't know. There was Sam Adams ads. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into this. I just shut off the comments, so everyone that's commenting right now, it's not going to show up because we are getting ready for the contest. So what you're going to do is you are going to put in one comment in that little live blog that you've been following along with. You're going to put your name, your email, and the prize that you want to win. Your prizes are Scott's Photoshop CS6 book for digital photographers, a ticket to either Matt, Scott, or Joe McNally's seminar. You can find that at kelbytraining.com/live, and tell me which seminar you want to go to, or a full Photoshop World Conference pass. So name, email, prize you want, one comment, ready, set, go.
Wow, thank you, Nancy. That was so professional and everything.
like
Awesome.
All right.
All right.
We got a couple more here. Let's go ahead and see what we got here, Matt.
Sparklers. On-camera flash. More on-camera flash.
Yowza.
What do we tell this person?
I don't know. You tell him, Matt. Someone has to. You do it.
They're not good.
Pete, you tell. Come on, tell us, Pete.
On-camera
Pete's
flash.
off camera. It won't be embarrassing.
Concussion.
Oh, he has.
Concussion.
No one wants to tell him. Meredith.
You're gonna have to study a little more about it.
Yeah.
That's just this is bad. I don't know. It's bad. She's a cute girl. That's bad.
I don't know what to say.
Bad lighting. Bad lighting is the problem.
Okay. Good out.
Let's move on. Okay, so I looked at this guy's stuff on the break. I'm gonna go through it really quick.
All right.
And if I have an overall thought after going through them, it's that I like this photo. I like this photo. I might brighten him up a little bit, but I still kind of like this. I don't care for that, and I don't care for this, and I like this. I like
You're going
those
for more
three
like
photos.
a little fine art kind of, more of a street photography kind of thing.
Yeah, and I like these three photos because they catch a person in the midst of
A moment.
A moment, and these two photos I
Don't.
don't think do.
Yeah. You're right.
So that's why I don't like these two.
Someone's going to go, "Hidden the first guy, a homeless guy?"
Yeah. And if you're a street photographer, then that's, you probably have lots of homeless people in your portfolio. I know we say not to shoot homeless
I have no
people.
comments.
Yeah.
On that.
It's
Aquarium?
It's kind of neat. Just the lighting, though.
Is it shot in an aquarium?
I don't know. It's got it. They can't.
There's a lot of poles in there, which is unusual for an aquarium, but I don't know.
It's tough.
I like that. That's pretty,
nice.
very pretty. Taken at the right kind of time of day. I like the leading lines. And all.
sun, yep.
It's a very nice shot. What happened? Can we get the photographer that took the previous shot to go back and retake this one?
And I think, there's something, with the right light. Like, that's kind of a neat composition with the trees and
It
everything.
is. The light's bad, but you know what else too? It's a lone tree is good. 3 trees are good. 5 trees are good. It's hard to make 2 of anything look. You know what I mean? There's some kind of a.
Yeah.
They've done studies about odd numbers
yeah.
and things like that. 2 things are kind of I like this. There we go. That's cool. That
very
shows
cool.
some compositional everything and a good processing, and I think it's a fine arty kind of shot. I like
Yeah.
it. I like it. I don't know why, but I kind of like it. I can't explain it. It's kind of an odd shot, but I know where to look.
All right.
Okay, a couple good
last
things.
Last one. This guy's biceps look familiar.
Very
very
much
familiar,
looking in the mirror.
mine. Yeah.
This is like looking straight into a mirror. I like this shot. I kind of like the lighting, the split lighting, and I don't know if I think part of it has to be maybe some of it's real, some of it's fake, but I like it. It looks like a good senior portrait. He looks like a senior. I think it's a good shot. Nice lighting, a little bit heavy on the facial retouching, which you shouldn't really have to do any retouching on a little kid.
Yeah.
But the eyes are a little dark.
Yeah, the eyes. I was just gonna say.
It looks like the skin's been softened, but you forgot the eyes. But very cute subject and very nicely done. Good senior portrait.
Senior portrait. I can't get rid of that stuff though. Right down there.
Yeah, get rid of that stuff.
Get rid of it.
Yeah. I cannot stand the background. Just me personally.
Yeah.
But I mean, a cute shot. The lighting's nice. Girl looks cute. For senior portraits, this is nice. You know.
And you know it's going to get harder and harder to use a background like this because kids aren't going to know what the heck CDs are.
Yeah. A couple years from now, what's a CD?
It's going to be like cassette tapes. All right,
good senior portrait stuff. Okay. Well, I got to be honest with you. After looking at all this, there are sometimes we do a show and I think, wow, we were really able to help some people today. A lot of what we did today was Photoshop problems. Mm-hmm. A lot of them were cropping problems.
There were still some bad light problems.
There were still some problems that you couldn't fix in Photoshop. There, you just shot at such a wrong time of day.
You know, if I could say overall on the post-processing side, a lot of them are dodging and burning.
Yeah, darkening parts and lightening other parts.
It's just learn it because it can help so much on your photos.
Oh yeah.
I don't think people realize how much it can help.
Yeah, but you know what it is? You have to be aware that there's a problem. You have to look at your photo and say, what do I wish were different, you know? And you have to also keep in mind how people view your photos in that they are drawn to the brightest thing in the photo. They're drawn also to the sharpest thing in the photo. Make darn sure whatever your subject is has both of those, or they're going to be kind of looking around like, if someone looks at your photo and they don't know where to look, the photo's not working. So it has to be very clear, this is my subject, this is where I want people to look, and that's, so some of that's some problems, and then and we had some very nice photography as well. My favorite shot of the day, pick your favorite shot of the day.
Oh crap, I might have to go with the Patagonia looking guy.
My favorite shot of the day was created by flipping that guy's.
Oh.
If you could finish that photo, flip it over and mask it just like you were doing, and do a little bit of cloning, I think that would have been an ooh and ah shot. I don't know where that guy's photo went. There it is. Because I think it's a good shot to start off with. But if you could go in there and get rid of that, now you might be able to use content aware fill now, flatten it, and try content aware fill real quick.
I don't know Photoshop very well.
So you'd make a selection.
How do you make a selection though?
Use GIMP. Yeah, it's close.
You have to go in there and fix it up a little bit.
Yeah, you have to do a little bit. But that's a cool shot. That was the beginnings of a cool shot, and then it becomes a cool shot in just a minute. So that's my favorite for the day. But anyway, thanks to Brad Moore for helping us out and gathering all these. We had hundreds and hundreds of submissions, and people have asked, how do I submit to this? Well, the day of the critiques, Matt puts it on his Google Plus page. I put it on my Google Plus. I put it out on Twitter. I put it out on Facebook. If you follow me on social media, we always let people know. So you can go to any one of those. There's Matt's Google Plus account. He's Matt G Plus. I'm Scott G Plus. And either one of those, we always let people know.
Yep.
Well in advance.
Hey, so can we pull this up really quick?
Yeah.
Up on my computer here.
Back to Matt's real
So
quick.
all I did is I made a selection, and I hit the delete key and just chose content aware. Now it doesn't do by any means a perfect job of this, but you've got a lot less work. Like now you can go in there and you can clone out these little spots.
Yeah, or you can try content aware on each one of them individually.
Yeah,
now
maybe take another one.
Content aware there. There you go. Content aware there. Getting close. One more.
No, it's not going to work there.
No, it's not. It's going to have a hard time.
Messed up the selection.
I did pretty decent. And then the little pole here. That's a bigger one. Dang, not bad.
You still have some work to do, but
I like the flipping thing.
Yeah.
I like the flippy. I like the way the flippy looked. It had a good John Paul-esque-ness to it. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thanks to MPix for sponsoring the show. I hope you guys take those in the what's the word I'm looking for? Spirit. Thank you, Matt.
You're welcome.
In the spirit that they were intended, because online, everybody, on social media, we tend to just, oh, great shot, wonderful, amazing, and
it's prevalent everywhere now, because you used to say, well, on this site they're not so.
They're all doing it now.
I mean, 500px started out, and if you go on 500px now, everything is great shot, wonderful, I love it, I love it, I love it.
Not when I put up one. I get people that say, this kind of sucks. Can't believe you put that up there. Things like that. Anyway, but thanks you guys for watching. Thanks to the crew here in the studio. Thanks, Pete, for having a concussion. And Nancy, great to have you back.
Great to be back. Thank you.
Say something in French.
Later on.
Man, is that French. Woo! Man, I feel like I just went up in that right there.
It sounded kind of like later on in English.
I just went to France right there. I was
Later
right there in
on.
Frenchy Town with you. Thanks, everybody. Take care. We'll see you right here next week on The Grid. Peace.
This week's episode of The Grid is sponsored by MPix. Shoot today, upload tonight, we ship tomorrow. Manfrotto. Imagine more. On One Software, software that gets you back to shooting. Adorama. More than a camera store. Tiffin. Helping create the world's greatest images. Peach Pit Press. Publishers of technology books, ebooks, and videos for creative people. Epson. Exceed your vision. Expo Imaging. Rogue Flash Benders for speedlight enthusiasts. Nix Software, photography first, and B&H Photo, the professional source.